Close your eyes for a second and picture this. You walk out to your patio, reach up and pull a handful of fresh, crisp salad greens. Butter lettuce, arugula, baby spinach, still cold from the morning air. No grocery store, no plastic clamshell, no wilted edges. Just living, growing food right outside your door, looking like something out of a high-end restaurant garden. And here's the thing. You built it yourself, with supplies that cost less than one bag of organic salad mix. Today I'm giving you 7 luxury vertical garden hacks designed specifically for growing endless salad greens. These aren't just functional, they're beautiful. The kind of setup that makes guests stop mid-conversation and say, "Wait, did you grow that?" We've got 7 hacks lined up, and I promise you, number 1 is the one that stopped me cold the first time I saw it done right. You will not want to miss it. Let's get into it. Welcome back to Naturenest TV. So glad you're here today. This channel is all about turning any outdoor space, big or small, into a real, productive food garden. If that's your kind of thing, hit subscribe right now and tap that bell icon. That way you'll never miss gardening secrets that can transform your garden, one harvest at a time. All right, let's count these down. Number 7. The copper pipe cascading gutter system, coming in at number 7. The copper pipe cascading gutter system. Most vertical gutter gardens look utilitarian, functional but forgettable. This one looks like it belongs on the cover of a garden magazine, and it grows more salad greens than you can eat in a week. Here's what makes this special. Instead of plain white vinyl gutters mounted flat, you use narrow copper-colored or actual copper patina painted gutter sections, mounted at a slight angle, cascading in a staircase pattern down a fence or wall. The visual effect is stunning, layered, architectural, and every single tier is packed with living greens. Planting basics. Use a lightweight mix of coco coir, compost, and a handful of perlite. This keeps the gutters from getting too heavy and gives roots exactly what they need. Plant butter lettuce, oak leaf, arugula, and mizuna. One variety per tier for a visual contrast of colors and textures. Sun in zones. Salad greens are cool season champions. They thrive in zones 3 to 11 during spring and fall. In zones 8 to 11, grow them through winter. Partial shade is fine. These crops actually prefer it in warmer months to prevent bolting. Spacing. One plant every 4 to 6 inches. A 4-foot gutter holds 8 to 10 plants comfortably. Harvest window. You'll be cutting leaves in as little as 21 to 28 days from transplant. Use the cut and come again method, snip the outer leaves and the plant keeps producing for weeks. Money angle. A single organic salad mixed clamshell at the grocery store runs $4 to $6 and lasts maybe 3 days. One 4-foot copper gutter tier, planted with cut and come again varieties, will feed a household for weeks without replanting. The cascading design means every level gets light, no wasted space, no wasted water, and when guests see it on your patio, every single one of them asks the same question. Where did you get that? And if you love the layered look, number 6 takes that concept and turns it into something even more dramatic. Number 6, the living wall frame, moss and greens art panel. Coming in at number 6, the living wall frame. Here's what most gardeners have never even considered. A picture frame. A simple, large wooden picture frame. The kind you find at thrift stores for $2 or $3 becomes the border for a vertical growing panel that looks more like living art than a garden. Line the back of the frame with hardware cloth and landscape fabric to create a pocket. Fill it with a dense planting mix and pack in baby greens. Mush, claytonia, corn salad, and micro arugula work perfectly. Mount it on a wall or fence. Within 2 weeks, the basket greens over completely and looks like a framed painting made of plants. Zones. This works in every zone as a seasonal display. In zones 6 to 11, it can stay outdoors for 3 to 4 seasons. In colder zones, bring it indoors near a bright window in winter and it keeps producing. Sun. 4 to 6 hours of indirect light is all it needs. This is one of the few vertical growing methods that genuinely thrives in lower light patios. Planting basics. Use a mix of fine potting soil and coco coir. Pack it tightly. Expand the bicho. The plants need the soil to hold together when the frame is vertical. Let it lay flat for 1 to 2 weeks before mounting so roots establish. Harvest. Snip individual leaves as needed. The frame stays full and lush as long as you're harvesting regularly. It actually grows better with frequent cutting. Money angle. Mosh and Claytonia are specialty greens that run $6 to $8 a small bunch at farmers markets. Growing your own panel means you have access to them continuously for pennies per harvest. It's functional, it's beautiful, and it changes how people think about what a garden can look like. But if you want luxury that also produces serious volume, number 5 is where things get genuinely impressive. Number 5, the hydroponic NFT tower. Budget build. Coming in at number 5. The budget hydroponic NFT tower. Now I know what you're thinking. Hydroponics sounds complicated, expensive, technical. But here's the part no one tells you. A basic NFT, nutrient film technique. Tower for salad greens can be built from discount store supplies for under $40. Con, and it produces more lettuce per square foot than almost any other growing method on the planet. The setup is simple. PVC pipes arranged in a vertical ladder formation, with a small pump circulating a thin stream of nutrient water continuously through each channel. Lettuce and greens sit in net cups inserted into holes along the pipes. Roots dangle into the flow. Plants grow fast, unnaturally fast compared to soil. What grows best? Butterhead lettuce, romaine, spinach, arugula, and herbs like basil and cilantro go absolutely wild in this system. Growth rates are 2 to 3 times faster than in soil. Zones. Because this is a closed system, it works in every zone and in every season. On a covered patio, you're growing year-round regardless of weather. Care. Check pH weekly. Target 5.5 to 6.5. Add a balanced hydroponic nutrient solution every 2 weeks. The pump does the rest. Harvest window. Lettuce goes from seedling to harvest ready in 25 to 35 days in a hydroponic system, compared to 45 to 60 days in soil. That's almost double the harvests per season. Money angle. Premium hydroponic lettuce at grocery stores often sells for $4 to $7 a head. A small NFT tower holding 20 plants can theoretically produce $80 to $140 worth of lettuce every 5 weeks. Continuously. This sounds wrong, but it works perfectly. You actually grow better greens with less water, less soil, and less space than any traditional method. Water use is reduced by up to 90% compared to in-ground growing. Once you try hydroponics for greens, you'll never look at a soil setup the same way again. And number 4 pairs beautifully with this. A soil-based luxury system that's just as productive and arguably more beautiful. Number 4, the tiered terracotta tower coming in at number 4. The tiered terracotta tower. Terracotta pots are the most timeless, elegant containers in gardening. They've been used for thousands of years, and for good reason. They breathe, they regulate temperature, they look stunning. And when you stack them in descending sizes to build a vertical tower, you create something that looks genuinely expensive. Here's how it works. Start with a large 14 to 16-inch terracotta pot as your base. Fill it mostly with soil, then nestle a 10 to 12-inch pot on top, slightly off-center. Add another 8-inch pot above that. The staggered arrangement creates growing space at every level while the whole tower stays stable. Adjust what to grow. Plant the outer rim of each tier with trailing or compact greens. Oak leaf lettuce, little gem romaine, and spinach are perfect. The top pot is ideal for a single focal herb. A purple basil or bronze fennel adds dramatic color contrast. Zones. Terracotta works beautifully in zones 5 to 11 outdoors. In zones 3 to 4, move it to a sheltered spot in winter or bring it inside. In very hot zones, terracotta can dry out fast. Just water more frequently or line with a thin plastic bag to slow moisture loss. Planting basics. Use a rich potting mix with added worm castings for slow-release nutrition. Terracotta pulls moisture from the soil, so your mix needs to stay consistently moist. Care. Water when the top inch feels dry, which in summer may be daily. Feed every 2 weeks with a half-strength liquid fertilizer. How to harvest and yield. Each tier holds 4 to 8 plants depending on size. A 3-tier tower can support 15 to 20 plants in a footprint of less than 2 square feet. That's continuous salad for a family of 4 throughout the growing season. Money angle. A terracotta tower setup using thrift store pots costs $10 to $20. The equivalent volume of fresh greens, especially specialty varieties, would run $30 to $50 a month at the store. It's the kind of garden feature that makes a small patio feel like a curated outdoor living space. And it pairs perfectly with the hack coming in at number 3, which takes vertical greens to a completely different aesthetic level. Hey, quick pause right here. If you're getting value from this video, you do me a favor and smash that like button. It seriously helps the channel reach more people who want to grow their own food. And drop a comment below telling me which of these hacks you're most excited to try. I read every single comment. Every one. Okay, let's keep going. Number 3. The reclaimed wood ladder planter coming in at number 3. The reclaimed wood ladder planter. This is the hack that photographs beautifully, costs almost nothing, and turns a forgotten corner of your patio into the most talked about feature in your outdoor space. Find an old wooden ladder at a thrift store, a garage sale, or leaning against a neighbor's fence. Sand it lightly. Seal it with exterior wood stain or a coat of linseed oil. Then hang or mount wooden planter boxes, canvas bags, or woven baskets at each rung. The result is rustic luxury, the kind of thing you see on expensive home design blogs. And every single pocket is growing crisp, fresh salad greens. What to grow? Use the upper rungs for sun lovers like arugula and basil. Lower rungs, where it's shadier, are perfect for mâche, claytonia, and spinach. The variety of heights means you're growing multiple microclimates on one piece of furniture. Zones works in all zones outdoors from spring through fall. In zones 7 to 11, keep it going almost year-round. In colder zones, move the whole ladder to a covered porch and extend your season by weeks. Planting basics. Line baskets with coconut coir liner before filling with soil. It holds moisture while allowing drainage. Each basket needs at least 4 to 6 inches of depth for greens. Care. Water from the top down. The lower baskets will catch some of the drainage from above, which actually helps with moisture consistency. Harvest. Start harvesting outer leaves within 3 to 4 weeks of planting. The ladder looks even more beautiful when it's full and lush, so the more you harvest, the better it grows. Money angle. A complete ladder planter setup, secondhand ladder plus a few baskets, comes together for $15 to $25. It replaces an ongoing grocery habit that costs most families $20 to $40 a month in fresh salad greens alone. This is the vertical garden that people genuinely think is a professional installation, and it feeds you the whole time. Number 2 is even more dramatic, and it uses a technique most gardeners have written off as too complicated. Spoiler, it isn't. And number 2, the felt pocket living wall panel. If you've ever walked into a high-end restaurant or hotel lobby and seen a full wall covered in living green plants, you know exactly what kind of impact this creates. And here's what makes this special. You can build a smaller version of that same living wall on your patio for under $30. Felt pocket panels, sometimes called vertical garden panels or wall planters, are available online or at garden centers in multi-packs. They mount directly to a fence, wall, or freestanding frame using grommets and hooks. Each pocket holds one plant. A standard panel has 20 to 30 pockets. Stack 2 or 3 panels and you have a living wall. What to grow? This is the ultimate salad green system. Plant one variety per row for a graphic. Intentional look. A row of red oak leaf, a row of green romaine, a row of purple basil, a row of bright arugula. The color contrast is stunning. Zones. Works in all zones. In colder climates, felt panels can be moved indoors or to a greenhouse easily since they're lightweight and flexible. Sun. 4 to 8 hours works. In partial shade, lean towards spinach, mâche, and lettuce. In full sun, arugula, basil, and chard thrive. Planting basics. Use a very lightweight mix. Straight cocoa coir with added perlite and a slow-release fertilizer granule in each pocket. Regular potting soil gets too heavy and compacts poorly in felt pockets. Watering. This is the one area to pay attention to. Felt panels dry out quickly in warm weather. A drip line threaded across the top of the panel, available for a few dollars at any hardware store, handles this completely on autopilot. Harvest and yield. A 20-pocket panel planted entirely with cut-and-come-again greens can produce continuous harvests for an entire season. That's potentially 10 to 15 ounces of fresh greens per week from a single panel. Money angle. Prepackaged organic salad mix runs $5 to $8 per 5-ounce bag. A single panel could replace 3 to 4 of those bags per week. The panel pays for itself in about 2 weeks, and when it's mounted on a fence and fully grown in, it doesn't look like a garden hack. It looks like a luxury installation. Your patio becomes a space people want to spend time in. Now. Number 1. This is the hack I get the most questions about. The one that seems almost too elegant to be real. And it is absolutely real. Number 1, the aeroponic mist tower, the endless salad machine. Coming in at number 1, the aeroponic mist tower. Most gardeners have never even heard of aeroponics. Hydroponics, yes, but aeroponics takes it one step further. And the results for salad greens are almost unbelievable. In an aeroponic system, plant roots hang in open air inside a closed tower. A mist nozzle sprays a fine nutrient mist directly onto the roots every few minutes. No soil, no medium, just roots, mist, and air. And plants grow at a speed that will make you do a double take. Here's the part no one tells you. Commercial aeroponic systems can cost hundreds or thousands of dollars. But a simple patio-scale tower can be built from a large plastic storage bin, a small submersible pump, PVC fittings, and net cups, most of which you can source from dollar stores and discount hardware bins for $30 to $50 total. What to grow? Lettuce is the undisputed superstar of aeroponic growing. Butterhead, romaine, little gem, loose leaf, all of them explode in this system. Spinach, arugula, kale, and herbs like basil and cilantro also perform brilliantly. Zones. Season and zone become almost irrelevant. On a covered patio, a simple aeroponic tower produces year-round. Add a small grow light for winter production in any climate. Planting basics. Start seeds in small rockwool cubes or cocoa coir plugs. Transplant into net cups once roots emerge. Insert cups into holes along the tower. The pump and mist nozzle do the rest. Care. Check and top off the nutrient reservoir weekly. pH should stay between 5.5 and 6.2. I shall clean the mist nozzles monthly to prevent clogging. Harvest window. Lettuce from seedling to harvest in 18 to 25 days in an aeroponic system, compared to 45 to 60 days in soil. You are harvesting nearly 3 times as often. Yield. A vertical aeroponic tower holding 20 net cup sites, running continuously, can produce well over 100 heads of lettuce per year. At $3 to $5 per head at the store, that's $300 to $500 worth of premium salad greens annually, from a 2-square-foot tower on your patio. And honestly, the plants look incredible. Bright green, lush, almost artificially perfect, because the roots are getting exactly what they need, exactly when they need it, with zero stress. This is the system that makes people walk over, look closely, might then look at you and say, "This can't be real." And then you hand them a freshly cut head of butterhead lettuce and watch their face change completely. It is real, and now you know how to build it. Bonus tip: the cold water shock method for crispier greens. Here's a secret the experienced salad gardeners know. And it goes against everything conventional gardening wisdom tells you. Right before you harvest your greens, water your vertical system with cold water. Not ice water, just noticeably cooler than room temperature. The cold water triggers a mild stress response in the plant. Cell walls firm up slightly. Sugars concentrate in the leaves. The result is greens that are noticeably crisper, sweeter, and more flavorful than anything you'll pull from a room temperature watered system. The science is simple. Lettuce and leafy greens naturally tighten up in cooler overnight temperatures. That's why morning harvests always taste better than afternoon ones. Cold water mimics that overnight cool-down effect artificially. Do it the evening before your harvest day. By morning, your greens will be at peak crispness and flavor. One simple change. Dramatic difference in every single bowl. And there you have it. 7 luxury vertical garden hacks for growing endless salad greens, from elegant copper gutter cascades all the way up to your very own aeroponic mist tower. No matter what your patio looks like, no matter how much space you have, there is a system on this list that will work for you. And once you start growing your own greens, you will never look at a $6 salad bag the same way again. So here's my question for you. Which of these 7 hacks are you starting with? Drop it in the comments right now. I genuinely want to know. and I read every single one. If you haven't subscribed yet, this is your sign. We put out fresh gardening content every week, practical, real, and designed for people who actually want to grow food, not just watch videos about it. Thank you so much for being here today. It means the world. Now get out there and grow something amazing. I'll see you in the next one. Naturenest TV, growing food that grows itself.